In this tutorial, we will guide you through the process of creating and configuring a SAML 2.0 application in Axiom Protect. This will include steps for setting up sign-on methods, configuring identity provider, IDP, and service provider, SP, details, and assigning roles to users. To begin, navigate to the Applications section in Axiom Protect and click on Create New SSO App. This will start the process of configuring the new SAML 2.0 application. Next, choose the sign-on method as SAML 2.0 and click on Next to proceed. In the next step, you will need to add a new SAML app. Enter the app name, choose the desired policy, and upload a logo for the application. Once these details are filled in, click on Create and then Next. Your application is now added successfully. Once you've started configuring the SAML IDP, click on Add Attribute. Fill in the attribute name, name format, map width, and type. Then click Add. You can add multiple attributes by repeating this process. Next, navigate to Edit SAML Application and go to the Service Provider, SP, Details section. Click on Create Service Provider and fill in the required URL, Single Sign-On URL, ACS URL, Single Logout URL, SLO URL, and SP Identity ID. After entering all the details, click Save, and you will see a confirmation that all service providers have been successfully added. Now, edit the SAML application to provide additional details. Enter the SSO URL, SLO URL, and IDP entity ID. To retrieve the metadata, paste the IDP metadata details in your browser and add XML at the end of the URL to view the file in XML format. Navigate to Service Provider Details and click on Create Service Provider. Fill in the necessary fields such as the single sign-on URL, single logout URL, audience URL, and name ID format. Once done, click Save. In the Service Provider Details section, you can now see the newly created provider. You also have the option to download the metadata for future use. To ensure everything is functioning as expected, open your SAML debugger. From Axiom Protect's Identity Provider Details, copy the SSO URL and paste it into your debugger. Next, copy the IDP Entity ID and paste it into the SAML IDP SSO URL field. From the Applications sidebar, click on List and select the name of the application you created. Navigate to the Roles tab, click on Add, and choose a role to assign. Submit to complete the role assignment. In the Users tab, click on Add to assign users to the application. Search for the user, assign them to the application, and confirm the action. The user will now have access to the SAML application. To assign roles to users, go to the Users list and click on Manage User Roles. Select the role you want to assign to the user, click Submit, and the role will be successfully assigned. You have now successfully created a SAML 2.0 application in Axiom Protect, configured both identity provider and service provider details, and assigned roles and users to the application. This setup enables seamless single sign-on, enhancing security and user management within your organization.